Okay, so Assalamualaikum and Salam Sejahtera students. So we're going to continue with our lesson. So we're going to learn about types of solvent. Okay, so we're going to learn about types of solvent. First, we're going to look what is the meaning of solvent. Okay, so solvent actually is a substance, doing the dissolving present in larger amount. So solvent ni maksudnya adalah mana yang kamu guna untuk larutkan sesuatu. So solvent can be something like water, okay, or alcohol, kerosene, acetone. So benda yang cair, okay, you use to dissolve a solute, for example like a salt or a sugar. It is known as a solvent. Okay, so for example, if teacher here have a glass of water, okay, so water is a solvent, and if I want to add some sugar, okay, so sugar is the solute. Okay, so solvent will be in a large amount, and the solute will be in a smaller amount, okay, in a small amount, because solvent is the one who will dissolve the solute. So it needs to be in a larger quantity or in a larger amount compared to the solute. So solvent is really important in our daily life. Every day we use. Okay, every day we use. For example, if you want to, you get up every morning and then you make your tea. You use hot water. You use sugar as a solute. You use hot water as a solvent, and you take a bag of tea. So every day you use solvent and solute. Okay, or if not, every day we use to drink a solvent, which is the universal solvent, water. Okay, so water is considered as the universal solvent because of the polar, okay, of the polarity in the water. So water, as we know, they have H2O, right? So in water we have oxygen and also we have hydrogen. So hydrogen is plus and oxygen is negative. Okay, negative 2. So we know in the water they have positive charges and also it has negative charges. So because of this polarity, okay, in the water we have positive and also negative. So for example, if we have a solute, for example sugar, or for example a salt, okay, so in the solute they have polarities. Okay, some solute they have positive, some solute they have negative. So because of water have both positive and negative charges, positive and negative polars, then it's easier for them to dissolve this solvent. Either it's negative, then it will go to the positive. If it's positive, then it will go to the negative part of the water. So that's why it is known as the universal solvent. Okay, so you have to remember, usually they will ask you in the objective question, which of the following is considered as a universal solvent in objective question. If they ask you in the subjective question, then you have to answer water is the universal solvent because of its polar or polarity. Okay, polarity of the water. Okay, so water is sometimes called the universal solvent. Okay, other than the polarity of the water, water is also called as universal solvent because common solvent, okay, they dissolve more, okay, they dissolve more solute compared to others. So water able to dissolve more types of solutes, for example salt, sugar and any other kind of solute compared to the other solvent. So other than water we have other solvent, for example alcohol, kerosene, ether, but water is considered as a universal solvent because it can dissolve more. Okay, it can dissolve more solute compared to the other types of solvent. Okay, and other than that, I've told you because of the polarity, and also here because of the hydrogen bonding. So in the water, okay, in the water we know it made up of H2O, hydrogen, and also oxygen molecule of water. So we know it has two hydrogen, right? Two, and one oxygen. So two positive of hydrogen and one two negative of oxygen. So we know here at this part of the water we have a positive charge polar or pole, and here we have the negative charge polar or pole. And because of this, it's easier for the water to dissolve any kind of solute. Okay, for example, if you have a salt, sodium chloride, NaCl. So for example, the sodium chloride is negative. So it can dissolve inside water because of the polarity, positive pole of the water. So other than that, also why water is considered as a universal solvent is because it can dissolve most common solvent. It can dissolve a lot kind of solvent, a most more kind of solvent, common type of solvent compared to the um, other solvent that you can find. Okay, so solute and solvent are the ones that we use in our everyday life. Okay, they are really useful at home, in industry, agriculture, and medicine. So at home, for example, if we use water, we want to dilute, the easiest one is when we make a tea. Okay, another one is when we want to wash our dishes. So when we have like soap, no, this dish washer liquid, and we want to dissolve it, we use water. Okay, so setiap hari kita guna solvent and solute, contohnya air, letak sabun, and then kita cuci pinggan, okay, ataupun buat minuman. So in industry also we use, for example, when we paint, we have solvent and we have solute. Okay, so every day we use this kind of solvent and kind of solution. So water actually, water is considered as a universal solvent, but if if a solute cannot dissolve in water, for example, a solute cannot dissolve in water, so maybe that solute will be able to be dissolved by an organic solvent. Okay, so if you have water, for example, and then you try to dissolve a solute in the water but it does not work, then you can always use an organic solvent. So there are a few types of solvent, organic solvent, that you can use to dissolve any kind of solute that you won't be able to do with just water. Okay, so there are a few kind of organic solvent, for example, alcohol, turpentine, and acetone. So what the use of alcohol here is to produce varnish. Okay, so for example, if you want to varnish your wood or anything, and then to produce various type of ink, okay, to prepare iodine solution. So for example, if you have that kind of alcohol that people drink, and yeah, but a type of alcohol that you use as an antiseptic, for example, if you have like 70% of alcohol that people use, and rubbing alcohol if you get wound. Okay, so alcohol also be used in the perfume. Okay, and this you use to produce paint. So this is the one that actually smells whenever people paint. And this kind of solvent you use to produce paint, you have a type of solute that you mix with this kind of solvent to produce a colorful paint. And at the same time, this kind of solvent we use to remove a paint stain. Okay, so acetone we use to produce nail polish and also to remove the nail polish. Okay, so in industry, turpentine used as a solvent are used in the production of paints, inks, and dyes. Okay, so and water is used in the making of food, textiles, soap, and detergent. So water as a universal solvent, also not just we use it at home, we also use to make textile, detergent, and also soap. Okay, so this kind of solvent that you need to know, usually they will ask you in the sub-objective question, what is the purpose what is the uses of each of these organic solvent, or what is the use of water, for example. Okay, so you have to remember, out of all, if you look at your textbook, or what did I have explained to you, you will get a much more detail about it and the uses. So usually they will ask you in the objective question. So there are a lot of solvent that people use daily to dissolve a type of solute. If you can't use if you can't dissolve a solute in the water, then you can use to dissolve the solute in an organic solvent. For example, an alcohol, acetone, tadi yang kita belajar, okay? So this is the uses of organic and also inorganic solvent every day in our life. Paint, okay? These chemicals that we use in the lab and also in the factory. Okay, so if you have any question, as usual, you can always ask me.